Jason Nash with Needle Drop here. Today we are going to be going over the Spin Clean record washer system. I've had a lot of people ask me, is it worth the money? Does it work? And most of all, how do you use it? Well, today I'm going to show you what it does, how it works, and how I use it. Let's go take a look. Okay, we're ready to get going here. I've got a bunch of records that are going to come from record shows and garage sales and so on and so forth. They are all dirty in one way, shape, or form. They have not been cleaned yet, and I always, anytime I ever buy a used record, they always go through the Spin Clean before they go on my turntable. You do not know what they've gone through. You don't know how they've been handled. You don't need that stuff on your stylus, especially if you've got an expensive stylus. So everything that comes with the Spin Clean, you've got these Spin Clean cases with itself, the lid, 2 felt pads, 2 rollers, which 3 positions. One is for your 12-inch records, your full albums. Then you get for your 7/8, and then you have for your 45 7-inch singles. Comes with the fluid. This is not the fluid that comes with it. This is the large size. The kit will come with the small size. I used that up years ago, and so I just keep buying the big bottles. It's worth every penny. You only use 1 cap per mixture anyway, so it lasts quite a while. Then you got 2 pads that come with it, and then don't use tap water, use distilled water. Distilled water is pure, it's good, there's nothing in there, it's going to sit in the water and get in your grooves. Tap water has a lot of impurities in it, and those impurities will get in the grooves no matter how hard you try, and so don't use it, okay? Then one more thing that I use also too is a large microfiber towel. I will show you why and how I use that, so let's get to work. Okay, so first thing you need to do, take your pads and slip them right in there, like so. Okay, then take your distilled water, and there's a fill line in here, and you'll just fill that up to that line. A little bit more. There you go. Okay. If you have the small bottle that it came with, it's 2 capfuls. If it's the medium size or the large size like this, just take 1 capful, pour it right over the brushes. I didn't quite fill that full, so let me just add a little bit more. And there you go. You're ready to go with that. Now, people ask what does the cleaning solution do? This actually it helps, you know, like a soap almost. It helps loosen the dirt and stuff, but then it also acts as an agent that takes the dirt and makes it sink to the bottom of the well of the Spin Clean. So it's not just floating around in there and so on and so forth. It does a very good job of it. You do enough dirty records in here, you're going to see a lot of crap down here when you're done. Mine was pretty filthy before. Okay, so I'm going to get your 2 rags. I need to put one on this side and one on this side. Now, first of all, okay, take your record, slide it there between those rollers like that, and you know, you spin it about 5 times one way, 5 times the other. I usually just kind of switch it up back and forth. Kind of like trying to get a stain out of a carburetor, kind of rub it back and forth. Some of this stuff, it could be in those grooves for 30 years. So, you know, just a couple swipes isn't going to let it out, or get it out right away. So if it looks particularly filthy, yeah, just keep going. If you think you're done, then do it one or 2 more turns. So, also too, you can see that a lot of people are worried about the label. The label does not get wet. Between the solution and the water, it just follows the grooves and it drips off here. And even if it does get a little wet, some people are panicked over that. These can take quite a bit. They're not just like a regular old stick or so. So don't worry about the label getting wet. Alright, so when you get it to that point of you think you're done, I'll tell you real quick what I'll do. is I'll just kind of prop it up like that, just for a little bit, just a few minutes here, or seconds, just a little of the excess drip off, okay? And then what the manufacturer recommends at this point is taking your 2 rags and kind of in your hands, kind of holding and kind of spinning and cleaning around like so. And I just kind of found it a little awkward, and that the towels would get really wet too fast. So what I end up doing here is I take the 2 rags, and this is always my rag number 1, and this is my rag number 2. Keep them on each side of the spin clean, you can't get it mixed up. Alright, so this is where the towel comes into play. So I'll put down the microfiber towel, which is clean and relatively lint free. I'll just kind of give it a little bit of spin there, just to get a little bit of the moisture off on that side. And then I'll flip it over. Take my rag number 1, just gonna hold it down like so, and I'm just gonna work around with the grooves, around like so. I'm applying a little bit of pressure. I mean, I'm not going overboard. I'm not trying to break this thing, but I'm also trying not to be so gentle that I'm not wiping anything off. I mean, these are clean. They can take quite a bit. The record can take some abuse here. You just gotta be careful. And then once side's done, it's dry. Flip it over and bring it over here. And then rag number 2. Get whatever is left here, like so. And that's it. And this looks pretty clean. So that's really basically about it. Like I was saying, they want you to do it like this, where you're kind of doing this. But then both rags are getting wet every time. Now the way I've done it, this is dry. This is ready to go. You can put it right back in a sleeve and you're good to go. You don't have to put it on a drying rack. You don't have to wait. There's no worry of, is there still anything left in that fluid that's drying in the grooves and leaving streaks or anything like that. Between the wiping of the 2 and having this underneath soaking up the excess, as you can see, it looks really good. And I should have shown it before, right? But this was pretty dirty, so that's essentially it. Piece of cake. It can take a while to do a large batch, but I often quite look at it as a very therapeutic thing. I really like doing this. I find it very satisfying. Crack over a bottle, one of my favorite beers, and just make an event out of it. And that's really it. You'll be amazed about how much better this cleans. So that's the Spin Clean in a nutshell. It's super easy to use. The initial cost pays for itself, and the fluid lasts for a long time. People ask how long the brushes have lasted me, and I've had this for 5 or 6 years, and the brushes still look as good as new. The one thing I've had to replace is the cleaning fluid, and it's made fantastic improvements to so many of my records, and I strongly recommend it. I really think that this is the best record cleaning system, short of going to one of the vacuum cleaning systems, which are better but will cost you thousands. And really, in the grand scheme of things, for what, anywhere from 80 to 120 bucks, depending which package you buy, you can't go wrong. So that's the Spin Clean record cleaning system. Let me know what you think. Any questions? Let me know. Rock on.